Hey, so you're thinking about moving to Henderson here in Nevada and you're looking for the best neighborhoods. You want to really put yourself in the best position. Some things are important to you and non-negotiable about an area. Stick around for this video. In this video, I'm going to go through the top 10 neighborhoods in Henderson, Nevada. And that way, at the end of this video, you'll probably add some more to your list and maybe discover some hidden gems in Henderson. And we're going to start right now. So today we're talking about Henderson in Nevada, and I love Henderson. I live in Henderson myself, so I'm obviously going to be a bit biased, but I think Henderson is a fantastic place to call home, no matter what your circumstances, whether you're moving with a family, moving on your own, moving as a young adult, moving as a retiree, whatever stage of life you're in. I think Henderson has a lot to offer everybody. There's some amazing dining and shopping options. There's lots of great local amenities. You're super close to everything Las Vegas has to offer, the entertainment capital of the world. And as a city, Henderson is often rated as the second or third safest largest city within the whole of the US. So I think all that in mind, and also some of the top neighborhoods that we have here in Henderson, I think it's a great place to move to and relocate to. This video, I'm going to cover, as I said, the top 10 neighborhoods, and it's not going to be my own personal list, although I agree with practically everything that's on the list. Maybe some of the positionings I would change. But like my Las Vegas neighborhoods video, I decided to use ChatGPT and see what AI would say, as I know there's a big buzz around ChatGPT and AI and the capabilities and everything like that. So this list is compiled by ChatGPT. I'll put the screenshot up on the screen so you can see the list that it gave me. It does obviously give the caveat that this data is not fully up to date and it was from about 2 years ago. So bear that in mind, but you know, not a lot of things have changed. Maybe one more community I probably would have added on the top 10, and we're going to touch on that one later, but we're going to kick it off now with number 10. So number 10 on the list is Tuscany Village. Now Tuscany Village is located to the east of Henderson, not too far from Lake Las Vegas. So that sort of gives you an idea geography wise where it's going to be. That means that you might have a bit more of a drive getting back into central Henderson and all of the local amenities, shopping, dining in Henderson, as well as getting back towards the Strip and the airport. But I'll pull it up on the screen so you can see the distance to the main attractions like the airport, like the Strip, and then you get an idea of what your travel time would be to those areas. But it's a fantastic guard-gated community, so it's really peaceful, really safe. It gives you 360-degree views of city and mountains as well. So if views are important, now you know it's not going to be close-up views, but you will see those views within the distance as well, which is really great. You know me, I'm a sucker for views, so most of these neighborhoods I might mention views, as that's a big thing for me and something I didn't have growing up in the UK and in Birmingham, right in the middle of England. So the views in Tuscany Village are amazing. Within the guard-gated community as well, you've got there's a golf course, there's a pool, there's a clubhouse, there's a fitness center, so you've got lots of great amenities there. And as I said, you know, if you're not too bothered about the drive and you want something quiet and peaceful, I think Tuscany Village is definitely going to be a good option. You know, there's a good range of different price points within the community as well. So, you know, check it out. I think it's worth being on the list, and I think number 10 is probably a fair sort of place for it to be. It is a bit tucked away, and that probably can be a bit of a drawback. But other than that, I think it's a great community. Number 9 on the list is Black Mountain. Black Mountain is tucked away near the Black Mountain Golf and Country Club, and again it's another really peaceful, quiet community because it is sort of tucked away from the main action. So if that's what you're looking for, you know, you're going to definitely want to check it out. You got some amazing views of the Black Mountains, predictably, because it's so close to the mountains. You're going to have some good views of the mountains there as well. A lot of the homes are a mix of modern and traditional, so depending on what style you want to go for, you're going to probably find it in Black Mountain as well. The public schools, if schooling is important, the public schools in the community that you'd be zoned for, you know, they rank above average as well. And you can check that out on niche.com and greatschools.org, and you know, it'll give you an idea of the school rankings that you'd be zoned for. Obviously charter and private, you know, you're open to not being zoned for those as well. But definitely public schools that you're going to be zoned for in Black Mountain are going to be above average. Majority of residents own their own homes, so there's not too many rentals in the community, which again, I know talking to clients that are buying homes, that's something that you quite often ask me as well. So majority of people that live in the area are going to be homeowners. One of the downsides, and it is a downside in a lot of the areas, is going to be it's not really walkable, especially to the local amenities. So you're going to probably want to drive and have a car. But if that doesn't sound like it's going to put you off, then, you know, check out Black Mountain as well, and, you know, let me know in the comments what you think about it, and, you know, what your research says about that one as well. You know, and also with these lists, it's always just a rough overview of the areas. And if you want to do a deep dive, you know, if you want to, you know, get a list together and go and drive neighborhoods, definitely reach out to me. I'm going to put all of my details down below so you can see my cell number, my email. You know, reach out to me. We'll have those conversations. You can tell me what you're looking for in an area and what's important. It might be views are super important, or peaceful, quiet, access to amenities, whatever it is that's important to you, because everyone's going to be different in what they look for. I'll be able to pinpoint you the areas that are going to work for you, but I'll give you a list of areas as well that we can check out together. And ultimately, I'm going to want to help put you in the right area, because I think the area and location is the most important part when you move into a new area. So definitely reach out, and I'd love to help you on your move here. Number 8 on the list is Green Valley South, and Green Valley South on niche.com was actually rated as number 5 of best areas to live in Henderson. So, you know, it's actually good to see the difference between niche.com, which is something I use quite a lot when I'm talking to clients, and seeing what AI and ChatGPT throws out. So, you know, it was rated number 5 on niche.com, but Green Valley South is a great part of Henderson. I live in Green Valley myself, and, you know, it's a well-established neighborhood. There's a lot of mature landscaping as well, which I know is important for some people. The schools, again, are above average for the public schools. You got really close access to the local shopping. The district is going to be right on your doorstep. To get across Henderson to the Galleria Mall is not going to be too far as well. And, you know, as I said, it's got a little bit of everything. Again, there's a sort of mixture of home styles as well. So depending on what your budget is and what style you're looking for, you're going to be able to probably find it in Green Valley South. And there's some great parks, which is also great if you like walking. There's some great trails, some great parks for the dogs as well, and also for the family, some great parks, playgrounds and splash pads. So, you know, I think Green Valley South ticks a lot of boxes for a lot of different people. You know, it's always one of the areas I try to get my clients to have a look at when we're looking at neighborhoods and looking at areas. I think it's a real good area to have on your list as something to consider. So definitely, if it sounds like something you're looking for, then let me know on that one as well. Number 7 on the list is Sun City in Anthem. Now, we're going to touch on Anthem a little bit later in the list, and I'm not too sure why Sun City wasn't coupled within Anthem. But as I said, this isn't my own personal list. This is the list that ChatGPT gave me. So Sun City Anthem is at number 7, and, you know, it's an active adult community. It's, you know, 55 plus age limit on there. And I know some of you that are at that age really want to be within that community. It's a tight-knit community. There's lots of activities that go on around the community as well to try and get everybody talking and mingling together and building that, you know, fostering that community feel. You got some great views because there's some elevation as well. It's got great golf courses, great clubhouse, it's so many great amenities in terms of sports and outdoor stuff as well for all the people that live within the community. So, you know, if that sounds like something you would like from that type of community, you know, you should look at Sun City Anthem. It was rated amongst the top 25 of all the active adult communities within the whole of the US. You know, and that says a lot. That's a huge accolade to have. And, you know, the greater Anthem area also has a lot to offer. But if you're looking for an active adult 55 plus community in Henderson, and there are a few other options as well, but I think Sun City Anthem should definitely be on the list. And maybe that's why AI has sort of separated it, because as a community on its own, it's a really good community and everybody gets along with everybody, it seems, in that area. Everyone's always out. Whenever I'm showing homes, I always see big groups of people out talking and just having fun, or going for strolls, or playing golf, or in their golf carts. You know, if that sounds like the type of community you would want at that age, then again, you know, let me know. Number 6 on the list, and it's one of my favorite communities, and certainly a community I looked at. You know, ironically, when I first was looking at moving, it was a different part of Henderson I was looking at, but since I've moved here and sort of being in the business and always being in the Inspirada community, I quite often say to my wife, we should, you know, consider moving to Inspirada, and she always tells me no, she wants to stay in Green Valley, and I'm very much of the opinion, happy wife, happy life, so we're going to stay in Green Valley. But Inspirada is definitely on my list of areas that I think are really good if it has the things that you're looking for. And not everyone's going to like the home styles. The home styles are all very modern. They're very close together. You don't have a lot of breathing spaces between properties. You don't have a lot of yard space either. You know, and that is one of the big drawbacks. But other than that, I think it's a fantastic community. It's a community that really fosters that sense of community, and there's a lot of activities that go on in the outdoors to try and get you all as a neighborhood, all, mingling together, communicating together, talking together. There's so many dinner parties that go on. Whenever I'm talking to clients up there, they're either on their way to a dinner party or on their way home from a dinner party or preparing food to take to a dinner party. So it seems like there's a lot of dinner parties that go on in Inspirada, and I think that's fantastic. I think connecting with your local neighbors is really good when you can do that. There's 5 different parks that all have different themes, different sports, different types of playground apparatus as well for the kids. Plenty of dog parks for those of you who have dogs. Some great walking trails within the Inspirada community, and it's a community that's still growing. There is plans for up to 8,500 homes. They're nowhere near that yet, so there is some great plans as well for more future development within the Inspirada area. The public schools that it's zoned for are quite good, apart from, maybe you'd want to check out the high school, Liberty High School. Just have a look at niche.com and greatschools.org and see the ratings there and if that's going to work for you. But the elementary and middle school is fantastic. And also you got Pinecrest Academy, which is a great STEM-based charter school that goes from kindergarten to 8th grade. Again, one of the things we're looking at with our oldest is maybe getting him into a STEM charter school because he seems to be more inclined in that type of topic. So if your kids are around that sort of age groups that fall into that and they're already really good at science, technology, maths, and that's the way that their brains are, Pinecrest is a fantastic school as well. It's got some great ratings as well. So Inspirada, it's right at the base of Inspirada, which is, again, if you're going to be living in the community and have an easy commute to get to Pinecrest, I think that's going to be fantastic. Some great views. There's like an overlook area, so there's some great views from Inspirada as well, as it's a little bit higher up. And overall, as I said, I think it's a really good community. KB Homes at the moment have a wait list for their new homes, so that gives you an idea of the popularity. So a lot of people like Inspirada, a lot of people talk about it. So if it sounds like something you might enjoy, definitely check it out. Number 5 on the list, and I can't believe we're already halfway through the list. Number 5 on the list is Lake Las Vegas. Lake Las Vegas, as I said, it's a bit towards the east, so it's going to be a bit further away from all of the local amenities within Henderson. And maybe around about 20 miles to get back to the likes of the Strip, so probably about 25-30 minutes to get to the Strip. But some people want that peacefulness and that quietness, and that's not going to be a bad thing. It's a great community. It's all mostly situated around a man-made lake. It's a huge lake and so many different water sports and things you can enjoy on the lake, whether that's getting a boat or going fishing, or there's a water obstacle course that they do. There's the water hoverboards or jet skis that you can go up in as well. So lots of great activities to get you out on the water. Some great hotel resorts as well to go and enjoy some dining in those hotels. Sometimes we go and have a look at around 4th of July for the fireworks, and it's gorgeous watching the reflections of the fireworks missile off the water. It always looks, fireworks for me are gorgeous anyway, but when you have it above water, for me it just adds something even more special to it. And it's a fantastic outdoor community. If you like the outdoors, there's some great walking trails. There's lots of great sports. There's 2 golf courses, one public and one private. So some great options if you enjoy golf. You can get a golf cart and drive around the community as well. The homes are a Mediterranean style, and I love the Mediterranean style homes. They have a bit more character, if you ask me, than some of the other styles. So again, Mediterranean style are the homes that you're going to have. You're going to have a mixture of gated and non-gated communities as well. And there's still some new construction going on in Lake Las Vegas. So if you're looking for a complete new build, there's definitely some options there that will give you views of the lake, views of the mountains. So if views again are important for you, then Lake Las Vegas could work. If a peaceful, quiet community is important to you, again, I think you should look at Lake Las Vegas as well. Obviously, the price point can be quite high for some people, so do bear that in mind, but it is a really gorgeous community. Again, I love Lake Las Vegas. I've had a few clients move to the area, and they all speak very highly of it as well. So if it sounds like something that could work for you, then maybe have a little bit more look into the area, or you could also reach out to me. Again, I'll put my details on the screen, and if any of these areas have sparked an interest, or if you want to have a conversation about moving to Henderson or relocating to Henderson, and what areas or what communities could work for you, then again, definitely please do reach out, because it's the bit I enjoy about my job the most, actually, or my business the most, is having these conversations, getting to know you, and then helping you move in the right direction, and setting you up for future happiness, hopefully, when you do move here. So definitely do reach out, and I'll do my best to take care of you. Number 4 on the list, and it's another one of my favorites, so I can't really disagree with it being where it is on the list, is Seven Hills. Seven Hills is a gorgeous community built around the Rio Seco golf course. You don't have to be interested in golf to move there, because as a standalone community, it's a fantastic community. Again, it's got good elevation, so you're gonna have some good views looking back towards the city and certainly towards the mountain. You know, it's Seven Hills, so it's quite hilly as well, which if you're looking for good walking trails that are not going to be just on flat terrain and you want to be, you know, going up and down hills, then definitely check out Seven Hills. It's got a lot of green space and outdoor park spaces, you know, outside of the gated communities, and then mostly within the gated communities you have some parks as well. So there's lots of park options within Seven Hills. If you love golf, the golf course is fantastic as well, so definitely go and check out around at the golf course there as well. And, you know, the homes, again, like Las Vegas, they're a Mediterranean style. So, again, I love the architecture from the Mediterranean style. So I think the homes there are beautiful. Some of the most expensive homes are in the Seven Hills community, but that's not all there is. There's also some more around the more average price points as well. So just, you know, bear that in mind, that you know, you can have options depending on what your price point is. And obviously, depending on, you know what sort of views you're going to have as well, will probably add a bit more to it. But overall, I think Seven Hills is good. It's peaceful and quiet, but it's also well connected to everything else that Henderson has to offer. It's, you know, zoned for some really good schools as well from a public point of view. So I think overall, if you're looking to move as a family, if you're looking to move as a retiree, or even just on your own as a professional, I think, you know, if you look at the Seven Hills community, I have a client who's moving from Oregon, and he also likes the Seven Hills community as well. He drove for it with me and I had a lot of good feelings about it. So I think when you go and check it out and drive it, then you'll know for sure if it's going to work for you. But I think if you were to start the research phase and look into Seven Hills, I think you probably would like it. I think where it is in the list is a good space for it. Number 3 on the list is McDonald Highlands, and McDonald Highlands is a guard-gated community that's going to be situated in the footholds of the mountains. So, you know, you're going to have some gorgeous mountain views for sure. Also, it's going to have higher elevation, so it's going to also give you some really good city views as well. And with that higher elevation, maybe your temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler. Maybe not to the extent of Summerlin, where it can maybe take 5 degrees off the temperatures, but certainly higher elevation is going to make it a little bit cooler as well. There's some gorgeous, gorgeous homes within the community, and some, you know, really expensive homes. So definitely, if you're looking at it as a community, just sort of see the price points of the homes and see if that's going to work for you. Again, it's not too far from Green Valley South, so again, to get into the main attractions of Henderson and near the district is not really going to be a long drive. And then also to get to the Strip and the airport, again, you're not going to probably be more than 20 minutes away from all of that. So again, like a lot of these areas, to be so well connected but then so peaceful and quiet, guard-gated community as well, gives that extra sense of security. Those are the sort of things that I'm hearing a lot of my clients are looking for in a community when they're moving here. So that certainly ticks a lot of those boxes. Again, if schooling is important, it's going to be zoned for some really good schools as well. So check that out on niche.com or greatschools.org and see the schools that you'll be zoned for in that community and see if those ratings are going to be good for you as well. But overall, I think it's a great community that offers security, convenience, and some gorgeous, gorgeous views as well. Number 2 on the list is Green Valley Ranch. Green Valley Ranch is a gorgeous community. So many great parks within the area. You're very close to the district as well. So everything that the district has to offer in terms of shopping and dining. A massive Whole Foods there as well, which I know a lot of people love to shop in Whole Foods. So if that's important for you, then, you know, it's going to be right on your doorstep. But in general, the district is really good, really great for shopping and dining. They have a fantastic farmers market there as well. Overall, in Green Valley Ranch, it's always rated as one of the safest communities. The schools are always amongst the best performing schools and the highest rated schools within the county as well. So Clark County School District obviously doesn't get a good reputation, but the schools in Green Valley Ranch are often quite, you know, amongst the highest rated amongst public elementary, middle and high schools. So if schooling's important, then, you know, Green Valley Ranch could also offer you that as well. Some great options, whether you're looking for single family, 1-story home or condo or 2-story homes. You know, you're going to have some great options on those. The roads often are quite wider as well. And as I said, there's lots of green space, lots of mature landscaping like Green Valley South. Maybe not so many good views as you would have in some of the other areas, but you don't have to really drive far to get good views in Vegas. Really well connected to get to everything that Henderson has to offer as well as the greater Las Vegas area as well. You're going to be right sort of at the entrance way to the freeway, or not too far from the freeway to get back into the main parts of Vegas. So if that, again, if that resonates with you and you sound like that's going to be the type of area you want to look at, maybe you haven't considered it already, check out Green Valley Ranch, because I think it really does have a lot to offer everybody. I'm biased because I live in Green Valley. And, if you want more information on Green Valley, again, I'll put the information below, because I'm a Green Valley resident myself. So definitely reach out and we can take the conversation offline, and we can see if it will work for you, or if it won't work for you, what areas are going to work for you. And as I said, it's the bit I enjoy most about my business, is having those conversations and having that information, and then using that to help you get somewhere that you will enjoy living. So definitely do reach out if you want some more on Green Valley or on the other areas that I've mentioned as well. And that brings us to number one. Now, before we cover number one, I just want to give a little honorable mention to a community that wasn't mentioned on this list. And I think that's just because the data is out of date. As I said, it's probably 2 years old, and it does give you that warning on ChatGPT as well. And even though the data is probably a little bit out of date, I still agree with the communities that have been mentioned. None of the communities are a community I would say stay away from, or isn't going to work for majority of people, depending on your price points, of course. But a lot of the communities tick every box that I'm getting told a lot of you are looking for. So I can't really argue with the list, but I think Cadence as a neighborhood and an area also deserves a mention. It's got a humongous central park, so many great outdoor spaces to enjoy in that park, some gorgeous views of the city, and it's got some of the best builders in town that are building some great new construction within the Cadence community. Another community like Inspirada, where it always feels like a community where everyone's welcoming, everyone's happy. Every time I'm there filming, and I did a video highlighting Cadence, and I'll stick the link up that side, and then you can check that out after this video as well. And I know a few people that have moved to Cadence, and they all love it, they all enjoy it. So if you're looking for a similar option to Inspirada, but maybe at a different price point, then have a look at Cadence, because I think Cadence definitely has a lot to offer in that sense in terms of community. Doesn't have as many parks, but it's got one humongous park called Central Park, and some of the views from the city are absolutely gorgeous. So check out Cadence, and it has some active adult 55 plus communities within the area as well, if that's also what you're looking for. But I think I definitely think it deserves a mention. Maybe it wouldn't have been high on the list, but it would have been somewhere around 6 or 7, I think. So check out Cadence and let me know what you think of that one as well. And so number one on the list of neighborhoods in Henderson, Nevada is Anthem. And I sort of touched on it a little bit earlier with Sun City, but Anthem as a community is a fantastic neighborhood. It's separated into 5 different neighborhoods. So you have Anthem Highlands, Coventry at Anthem, you have Anthem Country Club, then you have the 255 plus communities, which is Sun City at Anthem, and then Solera at Anthem. So definitely a great array of options. Coventry at Anthem is often billed as the more affordable option in Anthem, but Anthem does have a reputation as being a real luxury community. I love driving into Anthem, and you're greeted by these 2 gorgeous waterfalls as you drive in, and I just think it looks just sets you up for what it's going to be like. It sort of stands out from the rest of the neighborhoods in that sense. So I definitely can't argue with Anthem being number one. It's got so many great amenities depending on what neighborhood within Anthem you're going to be in. Obviously, Anthem Country Club has some amazing homes, whether you're looking for a smaller home, or whether you're looking for some custom multi-million-dollar mansions. You're going to find those in Anthem Country Club. And behind the guard gates there, you're going to have a great golf course, a great clubhouse. It's got a nice little restaurant, a gorgeous pool as well. So definitely Anthem Country Club is fantastic. You would have to pay extra for some of those sports memberships as well, but it's definitely well worth it, because some of those facilities are absolutely top notch. And again, you have some great views as well, looking back towards the city or towards the mountains. Very peaceful, rated for some of the top schools again within the area. You're going to be rated for Del Webb Middle School or Frank Lamping Elementary School, which are some of the best schools. Again, just check out Liberty High School and see if that's going to work for you, and check it out on niche.com or greatschools.org and have a look at the reviews on that one. Maybe it doesn't score as highly as some of the other ones, but that's not always a bad thing as well. So definitely check that out. Again, it's well connected, so it's not too far away from everything, although it does feel peaceful and quiet. And as I said, my favorite is Coventry Anthem, or maybe Anthem Highlands. Some great single story homes with some gorgeous views there as well. So check out Anthem. I think it's a worthy winner. Ironically, when I was first looking at moving over here and we were talking together with my wife about areas of Henderson, I was adamant that I wanted to live in Anthem. I thought everything about Anthem was just fantastic, and it's still on my list of maybes in the future, so I can definitely see the attraction. And a lot of people that contact me and say they're looking at Summerlin, I sometimes get them to have a look at Anthem as well, just to compare apples with apples, because I think there's, although Summerlin is huge, and I'm not saying it's a like for like in terms of everything is the same, but I think in some ways, a lot of Anthem can be compared to Summerlin. So, if you're looking at Summerlin, but you want to have a look at another option, then maybe take a look at Anthem in Henderson as well. And, let me know what you think of Anthem, if you think it deserves to be number one, or if you think that maybe something else deserves to be number one in the Henderson neighborhoods. Pop that down in the comments below as well. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. And so that's it, guys. That's the top 10 or top 11, as I gave an honorable mention to Cadence, but the top neighborhoods in Henderson, Nevada, as given to me by AI and ChatGPT, and that was the list it gave me, so I ran through it as fairly as I could. If you disagree with any of the suggestions, or if you agree with them, pop that down in the comments below, or if you think I should have mentioned somewhere else or something should have been higher, mention that in the comments below as well. And that way you don't just help me, but you're helping those who are watching the videos and looking at maybe moving to the area as well. If you haven't already, then please go ahead and subscribe. Tap on the bell for notifications, and you'll be amongst the first to know about the local market conditions and all the stuff to know about the neighborhoods here in Henderson, Nevada, or Las Vegas as well. Also, while you're at it, please go ahead and like the video. That way you're going to help the video reach more people who are looking at finding this type of content and looking at moving to the area. So if you found it useful or insightful, then definitely please give it a like. And I appreciate all of the likes. I see them all, so I appreciate them. Thank you very much. Just as a reminder, if you are thinking about moving to Las Vegas or Henderson, please get in touch. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and we can also jump on a Zoom. And all the details are going to be on the screen and also down in the description below. And I really would love to help you on your move here to Las Vegas or Henderson. I love helping clients. I love being excited. I'm as excited as you are when you are thinking about moving to the area. So I love being excited with you. But then I also love taking away that stress and try and make it as easy a process as possible for you. So definitely do get in touch if I resonate or if I look like the type of realtor you would love to work with. Thank you to everyone who has already reached out. The amount of people that have reached out and trusted me with the process of buying a home in a different state is phenomenal. Nothing I take for granted, and I'm thankful for every single one of you. So I hope you've enjoyed the journey, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I definitely appreciate you all, and thank you to everyone who's given me positive feedback on my videos, and giving me a bit of pointers of what they would like to see in my videos as well. I listen to it all, I take it all on board, and I make changes where I can as well, because I want to give you the content that you want as well. And just know I appreciate all of that positive feedback. It never goes to my head, it just goes to my heart, and I can't thank you enough. It just makes me want to get more content out to you and help more of you, whether you reach out or not, help more of you on your process of moving here. But until the next time, guys, you take care, and thank you for watching.